What's going on, guys? Nadim here with another video. So this video is about French toast, protein French toast. You will enjoy this French toast every morning, I can promise you this. So let's go on ahead and get started. Alright guys, before we get on started, let me give you guys the macros of what you're gonna get out of these French toasts. So these are the macros for these French toasts whenever you make them, and follow the recipe like I am and use the ingredients that I am using. It has 50 grams of protein, about 50 grams of carbs, and about 8 grams of fat in it. So yeah, make sure you guys give this protein French toast a try. In my earlier video when I made the protein pancakes, I had some people ask me if they can add some extra protein powder or the egg whites. Like, bro, you can add as much more as you want, either or. If you want to increase your protein, it's honestly not going to change. Only benefit is it increases your protein in there. However, why would you do that in the pancake recipe when it already has around like what, 70 grams of protein in it? Like, bro, you don't need to increase that anymore. If anything, you can decrease it. But yeah, my point is, if you want to add a little bit more extra of the protein powder, you can. If you want to add a little bit more of the egg whites, you can. If you want to add a bit less, you can. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do, bro. However, this is the recipe I use for a French toast that I made. So let's go on ahead and get started. I'll show y'all what you need. It's pretty simple, easy, and straightforward. Let's get started. Okay, so for this, all you're gonna need is a measuring cup. That's what I use. All you're gonna need to look at is the ounces part. Get yourself 3 slices of white bread. I'm using white bread. If you want to substitute it with something else, go ahead and do what you want to do, bro. You're gonna need some protein powder, egg whites, and some milk. If you remember from my previous recipe video, you can use any other milk you want. It's up to you. You don't have to use milk in this. I use milk because I like my French toast a little bit milky. I say give it a try. If you don't like it milky, just take it out. If you like it, keep it in. Whatever you want to do. Alright. First things first, get your bread. I usually cut them in pieces. You can cut them in whatever pieces you want. You can use the whole thing. But once you cut them, I recommend toasting them. I usually throw them in the air fryer, get them a little toasty like that. So when I'm pouring the liquid inside the bread, it can absorb it better without breaking down. Because usually when it's not toasty, it's easier for it to break down. Alright, so let's go on ahead and cut these into pieces. So I usually let this heat up in the air fryer for about 2-3 minutes until it's just barely orange and crispy at the top, and then I just take it out and it's ready to be absorbed by the liquid. So let me go on ahead and put this in the air fryer, and we'll go on ahead and get the liquid started. Now that we got that out the way, let's go on ahead and get started with the liquid. In here, you're gonna pour 6 ounces of the egg white. Once you get 6 ounces, I usually put 3 ounces of the milk. Once you got your 6 ounces of the egg whites and 3 ounces of milk, pour it in. Go on ahead and put 1 scoop of whey protein. And like I said, if you want to add a little bit more, you can. Usually when I know that I'm going to be low on my protein for the day, I usually just go on ahead and put 2 scoops in there. It just makes the French toast a little bit thicker, that's all. So let's go on ahead and pour 1 scoop for today. There's 1 scoop. Put that out the way. Get your mix and start mixing things. Just mix it for a little bit. There you go. Once you got all the ingredients mixed up, you're good to go. So you got your mix done. The bread is nice and toasty a little. So let's go ahead and start mixing those 2 bad boys together. Okay, so from here on it's pretty simple. All you do is get your bread Put them in your plate right here. Just like that. Go ahead and get your mixture and pour it in. You're gonna flip it a couple of times. Make sure your bread is really absorbing the mixture, so go ahead and flip it just once or twice. And then just let your mixture get absorbed in the bread for a couple of minutes, probably not more than a minute, but let that happen. While that's happening, go ahead and put your pan on the stove and get that ready and heated so you can go ahead and put those breads on the pan. Okay, let's go. All right, so I have my stove ready, getting heated up. My breads have almost taken most of the mixture. They're pretty quite ready to go ahead and get put on the pan. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. Recently I've been doing these where I just fold them, stack them, put them on there. You know, you can do whatever you want. Don't hesitate. Like, you can literally shape it around, do whatever you want. Have fun with it, you know? It doesn't have to be boring. See? This is almost like a cinnamon roll. While that's cooking, go ahead and get your other breads. Put them in here. Pour some more liquid on there. Let that absorb. So while that is absorbing, check those right there. Make sure that the bottom is getting orangish brownish. Once it is orangish brownish, I would say flip it. So I just flipped one. I don't think it's quite there yet. Make sure your whole surface is about orangish brownish, not just patterns, because then that means it's not fully cooked yet. Okay? Good. So I think now they are about ready. Let's go ahead and flip all of them. There you go. That's perfecto.
2 hours later.
So when you're about done, it should look like that. Both of the sides should be pretty brown. If you want to cook the sides, you can do that too. I sometimes do that to make the whole thing crispy all around. But lately what I have been doing is, once I'm almost done cooking with these, I've been throwing them back in the air fryer, and then it gets all puffy and poofy. It's so much bigger and it just tastes, I don't know, it just tastes amazing, you know? Once I've cooked all of them, I'm gonna put them in the air fryer and show you how they look like. Y'all are gonna have to try this out. If y'all don't, y'all are missing out. I'm not even capping right now. Y'all are missing out if you're not gonna be making these French toast once a while in your morning, or snack, or as a dessert whenever you want. Mainly because, bro, it's mostly protein, and there's nothing unhealthy about this. Nothing. Just keep your limit. Don't overeat. If you overeat, you will get fat, because that means you're eating too damn much. Don't eat too damn much. Just have those 3 breads and call it a day. If you have some liquid left over and not all of it got absorbed, just go ahead and take some and just spread it on top of those.
"2,000 years later."
Okay, so once you're done cooking all of them, do know that some of them, like, the liquid is gonna come out and build sections like these. That's perfectly fine. I'm done with mine. I have them all laid out in my air fryer. What I'm gonna do now is just stick that bad boy in there and let that cook for about 3 to 4 minutes, again on 400 Fahrenheit. What that's gonna do, like I said earlier, make it all puffy and puffy. I'll show y'all the end result and what topping I use to top off my French toast. Alright guys, so here we are. Here's the end result of my French toast. Like I said, these have about 53 grams of protein, 52 grams of carbs, and 8 to 7 grams of fat in there. It is around 486 calories. It's a good amount for your breakfast. If you have around 2,000 calorie diet, I think that's great for your breakfast. So go on ahead and give this a try. What I top it off with is some light maple syrup. Basically what light maple syrup is it has way less calories than the original one. This one has about 10 calories per tablespoon. So I just go on ahead and drizzle it like that. So I really recommend the light version. The reason I recommend the light maple syrup is because if you're especially trying to lose weight, you don't want to have the regular one. If you pour up the regular one just like I did, you're gonna end up adding about 200 to 300 extra calories to your meal. That is not what you want to do when you're trying to lose weight, because you'll end up being in a caloric surplus. To lose weight, caloric deficit. Remember that, because my next video is going to be definitely about that. I keep saying I'm going to make a video about caloric deficit. I'll make sure that my next one is over caloric deficit, how to lose weight. I'll include different types of methods you can use to get into a caloric deficit, whichever works for you, whatever you can do, and whatever will help you. Alright, now that being said, let me go ahead and try one of these French toasts. I put these in the air fryer like I said earlier, so some of them did get puffy. Ooh, right here, this one's a little puffy. Let's try it out. This is how the inside looks like. Who cares about the inside? Look at the outside. Damn. This is too good, bro. Too good. You gotta go ahead and give this a try right now. End this video, go downstairs, go into your kitchen, start this video again, and make these French toasts. Go, do it. Alright, cool. Alright, now that you have completed your French toast, go on ahead, take a bite, enjoy it, give a like, subscribe to my channel, and watch my next video. Peace.
I was born to be victorious, most definitely victorious. I'm destined to be victorious. Through all I hate, this play, we remain warriors.
So good. So good.